Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another tapped out video. This is another top 10, this is another top 10 wanted video where we talk about the things that we want in the game. So this is top 10 wanted events, and these are events that have never occurred before, or, well, yeah, they've never really occurred before, or if they have, just literally just been dialogue updates, and ones I really want to be, or have been crappy little episode tie-ins. And these are ones that I want to be full, cool updates with loads of stuff. Some of them are obviously actual real life events, and some of them are little Simpsons related ones. So we're going to number 10. So number 10 is a Movementarium event. Now, honestly, the Movementarian episode is one of my favourite episodes. This is more of a personal one I'd like to see. I think it'd make a really cool, not like a big event, not like a 6-week event like Halloween's. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6 weeks, I'm pretty sure, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Halloween's 6 weeks. I'm not too sure. But I don't want it to be like a huge event, maybe like a 2-week, 3-week event, or maybe even just a week. But the Movementarium is, or they could make it, they could outstand it like the Stonecutters thing. I will be doing a video on my full Movementarium idea, and most of these ideas I'm going to do like my full idea of what they can add and stuff. So yeah, Movementarium is the stuff with the leader, and it was like a new religion that everyone started believing in. I think it'd make a really cool little event, have everyone, or the whole town, and obviously you have the ones that manage to surpass it, which is Marge, Reverend Lovejoy, Willie, and Ned Flanders. Obviously they don't actually get affected by it, but everyone else does. I think it was a really funny episode, and it'd make a really fun event. Number 9 is actually a Civil Rights Day slash Martin Luther King Day. They could actually add Martin Luther King. He has appeared as like a cameo kind of thing. He has appeared in The Simpsons, but they took Richard Nixon, who really isn't in The Simpsons all that much. I mean, he was in it briefly, but someone like George H. Bush, he's in it very frequently. However, Nixon isn't really in it for that long. Yeah, they could take Martin Luther King, and they could make it his event, or they could just do one celebrating civil rights and the fact that everyone's equal. They could maybe add, they didn't have to add black characters, but they could add a black character, or they could add white characters. They could add anyone really. They could add maybe like some sort of, I want to say add the African American church, but I don't know if that would be a bit offensive, just making it like a black guy update. But yeah, something like that, something to celebrate either Martin Luther King Day or Civil Rights Day. Number 8 is actually Arbor Day, which is actually like a tree day. Now I say do this. Now I don't say that to do this as a big update, obviously, for obvious reasons, but either like a week, like Pride Week maybe, but a bit more stuff, and just have it where they literally just add loads and loads of new cool trees and bushes. Because Arbor Days is it's a day where people replant trees and stuff, and plants and stuff. So just add some really nice trees, some really nice plants. Maybe add like a greenhouse or something, or some character. The big what was it? The Springfield oakwood tree, or the oldest Springfield tree. One of a picture, but yeah, the oldest oakwood tree, I think it's something like that. It's a really huge tree. Something like that would be really cool. So yeah, I would like to see some sort of Arbor Day, some sort of tree thing, maybe to and they can add characters to it, or it can just be really like a really small thing. The next thing is it's like a celebrity update where they actually add some like real life celebrities, and like actual Springfield tapped out, or Springfield Simpsons celebrities, like famous people, like people on the Krusty the Clown show, or like actors they've made up, something to celebrate famous people. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to add some celebrities in there. Obviously if they don't mind being in the game. I'm trying to think of some celebrities who wouldn't mind, or they could just do deceased celebrities which have been in the show before. There's been plenty. Obviously we had people are gonna hate me, but the guy who played Spock, I don't want to get his name wrong. I really want to attempt it, but I feel like I get it wrong. I'm so bad. I should know this, but yeah, that guy. They could add him. Who else? There's loads. Oh, Gary Coleman. They could add him. Obviously, he died. He'd make a really cool addition. So the next thing is Passover / Hanukkah. I actually have a video on my channel about this and my full ideas for it. If you want, you can find it. It's quite an older video, and I do sound a bit younger in it. But if you want to watch that, please do. But really, really, really cool. Yeah, obviously they could add Hyman Christoscophy, or Krusty's dad. Or they could add other Jewish characters, and obviously we have when they went to Jerusalem, all the buildings there they could add as well. So number 6 is actually Mother's Day. Now Mother's Day can go two different ways. It could go to the fact that maybe they add loads of decorations that, like maybe some buildings, like a flower shop or something, just to go that kind of route. Or they could do it so like they actually add some mothers in the game. For example, Sarah Wiggum. They could add like a Sarah Wiggum. Maybe she could run the update. Trying to think who else. Other mothers who aren't in the game. Martin's mum. And they could just maybe throw his dad in or something. I don't know. Martin's mum. There's probably some others. There's probably loads more. Mona. Of course, Mona Simpson. Homer's mother. That makes a lot of sense. They could add, some actual mother characters, and they can add some buildings relating to Mother's Day, like that kind of stuff. And obviously, number 5 is Father's Day, the same kind of thing, but obviously, more I think maybe the Speedway, Duff Gardens would be a really good idea. Maybe the Seven Dwarfs, add some fathers in, Martin's dad. That was my instant one. Marge's dad, that would work. Maybe we could add him with the airport, seeing as a steward, and technically he worked there. So they could make it like a really cool little Father's Day as well. I think that would be really cool to have one of them. And again, it doesn't have to be like a full week. It doesn't have to be like a full 6-week one, but maybe just a week or two, 1 week or 2 week. They don't have to make it big, and they don't have to put all this crafting bullshit in there. They could just make it simple update. Maybe with a currency which is easy-ish to get, so it's not too hard, but you still have to go in every day to get all the prizes. But don't make it too hard. Or they could just do it so it's donuts and cash items, but mostly cash, for obvious reasons. So number 4 is a Chinese New Year update, or some sort of Chinese or Asian-related holiday. I say Chinese New Year because they could do, there's the Chinatown street, obviously, they could expand that, and they can add that into the game. That would be really fun and cool to see. I'm sure there's loads of Chinese characters. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I can think of Asian, like Indian and other ones like that, but I can't think of Chinese. But then, there must be some Chinese characters. I'm just can't think of any. Even if it wasn't, but they could add some really cool decorations. Obviously, there's been a couple of episodes where they've celebrated Chinese New Year, and then we've seen the big dragon things and stuff. They could just add those. Obviously, when Homer goes, "Oh, see, that's Japan, though, isn't it?" Yeah. But they could have some sort of Chinese New Year. Something like that. But sorry, that one's a bit bad. I can't really explain it as well. I did have this in my head, but some sort of I would say more some sort of Asian related holiday. I don't know, maybe an Asia Day. That sounds really bad, but so number 2. So we're getting on to our top 2 now. So number 2 is actually Memorial Day, like a war veteran day, where we celebrate and we honor the army, and not just the American army, because I'm not an American, so I wouldn't honor the American army. I would honor the American army just because they help, but they're an ally. But some sort of thing that celebrates, war. I don't want to say celebrate war, but celebrate. Choice of words there. Like a remembrance day. Well, it's remembrance. You remember those soldiers lost. And for this, I've got a really, really big update, a really, really big list of stuff. I really want this update to happen. I think it'd be so cool. It mainly includes Grandpa's, flying hellfish. I think it's that. I'm probably saying it wrong. But his squad, not battalion, his squad of men, and it mainly includes them and them adding basically those characters. And also with the addition of some other buildings. So I'll do that update soon for you guys. And the number 1 spots, can we have that drum roll, please? It's actually a Futurama update. Now, yes, people are going to say, no, they can't do a Futurama update because they've already went through this process. I've looked into it. Now, right. So, ages ago, they did an episode tie-in, and it was originally meant to have Bender in it, and they cut it because of legal issues. People saying, okay, so we can never have a Futurama update. Now, I've looked into it. Matt Groening, Fox, whatever, they technically, now, the reason is EA would have had to actually fork out more money for the rights for the Futurama characters as well. That was when EA took the rights out for the Simpsons, it only included the Simpsons characters, and although Bender and some other characters appeared, they couldn't actually take his character and put it in the game. Now, granted, they did have a picture of his character, and they obviously had him talking. I believe they let them get away with that, but EA would have to actually pay out some more money. Now, I'm not trying to be funny, but EA, it's not like they don't earn a lot of money off this game. If there actually is someone out there who buys all the stuff legitly, and I imagine there would be a few people, they're running a lot of money off that person alone. Now, granted, yes, the rights are going to be pretty expensive for Futurama, and would EA really find it worthwhile, especially when like 80% of the community hack it? Probably not. So I mean, honestly, yes, we're probably never going to see a Futurama update, and honestly, that's the full truth. I could sugarcoat it and say, yeah, we might see it, but the chances are very, very slim, just because of the legal issues and EA having to fork out money. I'm not, right, don't quote me on that 100%, because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they have to fork out more money. They can do it, it's still Fox, and they still have an agreement with Fox to actually, put these characters in a game, like, use the Simpsons characters. It's just when it crosses over to Futurama, that's where they kind of stopped it. I'm pretty sure they wanted to do something they had plans for the the Family Guy one, but because it was actually a Family Guy episode, and obviously, again, that is still Fox, they didn't even bother with that. Honestly, I don't want to see Family Guy in Simpsons. I don't want that, but I really would like a Futurama update. Not turning it into a Futurama, like, putting all the Futurama characters, but Futurama doesn't have its own tapped out. Family Guy does. It has the quest for stuff. That's its own thing. Simpsons, however, does not. Futurama does not, and it never will, because the show's been cancelled. If it will get renewed, I doubt it. Get renewed for like a fourth time. I think that's it. They kind of ended it on a nice note, so I don't think they will renew it. But you never know, it might get renewed. But I doubt it'll ever have its tapped out. That seems like 99% sure they will never have its own tapped out kind of game. So it'd be nice to see them. They could add Planet Express, maybe the ship, maybe Zach Brannigan's HQ. Trying to think what else they could add, like Fry's apartments, something like that. Not much, like 4 or 5 buildings and like a couple of big decorations maybe. And then the main the characters I'd like them to add is Bender, Leela, Fry as the main 3. And honestly, if it was just those 3, I'd be happy enough. But honestly, I'd prefer if they added Zoidberg, Professor Farnsworth, and maybe, I don't know, like Amy Wong or Kif or something, or Zach Brannigan maybe, actually. But, add just like 5 or 6 or maybe 7 characters, and then just leave it at that. Don't go way over the top with it, because otherwise it will be like you'll have all these Futurama characters walking around, and it will be really confusing. But I think it'd just be cool to at least have Bender in the game, because Bender's appeared in The Simpsons. Actually, they all have appeared in The Simpsons in the Futurama crossover episode, so... yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to be doing my ideas video. Like I said, that's the list. But I'm going to be doing my ideas video for probably the first one would be the Movementarianism one, because that's going to be the easiest one to do. I might do one of the Civil Rights Day if you want to see it. If you would like to see that, please tell me. Arbor Day, I'm not going to bother, unless you really want to see it again. If I'm running out of ideas, though, I might just do it anyway. The celebrity one, I'll probably do. The Passover and Hanukkah one, it's already on my channel. The Mother's Day and Father's Day, I will eventually do. Probably not straight off the bat, though. The Chinese New Year one, again, is another one I might do later on, but I won't do it straight off the bat. Memorial Day, I'll do the week after I do Movementarianism. That will be the second one I do. And the Futurama one, I'll do probably the week after that. So it's just going to be ideas for the next 3 or 4 weeks, guys. I've got another one of my old Simpsons ideas one that I never did ages ago. Like, I made the picture for it, but I never actually did it, and I'm feeling like I should do it. I've got this pictures. So if you'd like to see another, so please tell me in the description if you'd like to see if you'd like to see either the Civil Rights Day, the Arbor Day, and those two. If you'd like to actually see those two, because those two would be a bit harder for me to do. If you guys want to see those two, please tell me. Or if you want to see the my new ideas video, that's it. Please tell me if you want to see my new ideas video, because if no one's going to watch it, I'm not going to bother. But if even one person wants to watch it, I'll upload it, because I'm that nice to that one person. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching as always. It's been an honour. It's been great. And yeah, please subscribe. And yeah, goodbye. And yeah.